I'm back once again with a review that I can hear and appreciate, but you can't. That's right, it's studio monitor time. And not just any studio monitors. This is an insane system designed for people who don't have a lot of space or $250,000 to spend on a professional studio to house their stupid expensive monitors to mix properly. This is the review for the Kali Audio IN-UNF Near-Field 3-Way Studio Monitor System. It's 68% nerdy stuff and it's coming right up. So, good day and welcome to the Time Preservation Society. I'm Short Round. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can be notified the minute new content drops. Cheers. So, earlier this year, I was in the market to upgrade my studio monitors since my last pair were crapping out. After a ton of research, I decided to buy the Kali Audio LP6 monitors. You can see the white ones behind me right there. They're the Stormtrooper edition. I reviewed those monitors right here. You can click there if you want to see what the LP6s sound like. Many months later, I can tell you that the LP6 monitors are still absolutely outstanding. Actually, even better since I upgraded my cabling. The sound is simply unparalleled at this price point. The best, period. The sense of 3D is so pronounced on these guys, on these white ones, that I'm often pausing when I'm listening to because I think there's some sound coming from somewhere else, you know? It's like, nope, that was not chipmunks that got in here somehow. It was just that instrument and a song I never heard before that's strangely coming from behind me. I mean, they're that impressive. They have the 3D thing that they do. It's amazing. But after that review, I began speaking with Lev from Kali Audio, who eventually sent me the IN-UNF system to review. They're very proud of it. So, review it I shall. In my last Kali Audio review, I had associated the name Kali Audio as like a play on California. It seemed likely given some of the products are named after California towns. I was wrong. Kali Audio is actually named after the Hindu goddess of destruction, Kali. Kali. Yes, Mother Kali, the goddess who ferociously slays evil and evil demons. Devils. Mother Kali, or Kali Ma. Kali Ma. If you haven't already caught on yet, Kali Ma was uttered by the evil Hindu priest just before he ripped out a beating heart in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, which was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and Conan the Destroyer ago. 1984. It was 1984 ago.
Back in 84, back when less was more.
But Kali Audio began in 2018, which was Avengers Infinity War and Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom ago. Kali Audio was going to be called Shiva Audio, but according to legend, co-founder Charles Sprinkle thought Kali sounded much cooler, and we're all happy they went with Kali in the end. Super cool factoid that I couldn't wait to share with you, because I like factoids. Factoids are where it's at. So, the IN-UNF, what does that even stand for? IN, I believe, stands for independence, as in Project Independence. It's something that they did for a line of their monitors. The UNF is ultra-nearfields. Ultra-nearfields. That's exactly what this system is, by the way. A complete ultra-near-field, fully bi-amped, 3-way studio monitor system. So let's have a look at them. This is an interesting system. The base unit pedestal is a bit too big to do my regular top-down view, so enjoy these dimly lit slow-motion shots. You've got two small spherical satellites that each plug into the massive bin that holds the subs and all the electronics. Each satellite sphere rests on these silicone stands, like flexible cup holders for your super big gulps. The speakers themselves look to be traditional paper. They're 4-inch drivers and come from the Kali Audio IN-5 and IN-8 designs. The large but stackable sub-crate has a neat design itself. It's a rectangular box with speakers on either sides and a port on one side, along with some ins and other goodies. On the one side, you've got 2 balanced 1/4-inch left and right ins, along with a 3.5mm in, a USB-C in for connecting it direct from your computer or device without the need for an interface, an optical in so you can connect a gaming system or the like, and finally, the famous Kali Audio dip switch Fiesta. The dip switches can control everything from room placement adjustments to EQ that you can tailor to your specific room. There are instructions on how to do that. On the other side, we've got our left and right speaker outs along with a power and a volume knob. The subwoofer box crate bin can sit vertically on your desk. There's a dip switch for that. Or horizontally as a sort of pedestal. You can then place your monitor on top of the pedestal. I chose to place my iMac on top of the horizontally placed subwoofer box crate pedestal bin stand. The bin and speakers are designed and tuned to account for your desk, so you have to put it on your desk. Or, something like that, like a table or a desk, or you know what I'm talking about. A flat surface, a tabletop. But you need to use the instruction manual along with the 8 dip switches to tell the system what kind of room you've got, along with a vertical or horizontal placement adjustment. This will ensure you're getting the correct sound from this system. There's also a couple of handy sheets of semi-gloss paper that you place at the corners of the subwoofer box, and it'll tell you exactly where to position your left and right monitors. They kind of look, they're this. This is what they look like. They don't kind of look like. This is what they look like. So you kind of put them there and it tells you where to set it up, right? So these are cool. It's got a frequency range of 39 Hz to 25 kHz, which is impressive for a system this small. It's also got 20 decibels of headroom to account for transient spikes. In total, with the 2 satellites and the sub-box woofer crate bin carton pedestal chest, it weighs as much as a portly toddler. It measures... Oh, hold on a second. Let me just find my trusty old measuring tape here. This measuring tape was handmade in France by a musketeer named D'Artagnan in 1669, I believe. I picked it up off a pale-faced king back in 98. Anyway, the main subunit measures 19 inches wide, 12 inches deep, and 5.5 inches high. The satellites are almost 6-inch spheres that sit about 7 inches high on your desk when on these silicone pedestals. So I'm sorry to report that there's absolutely no way to listen to these from your current location. You'd have to come over, and I'm a semi-misanthropic recluse, so... I suppose you'd like to know how much the IN-UNF system costs. Well, they're not terribly cheap, but they're not massively expensive. I guess it depends on who you are. Like if your name is Billy, it may be a lot of money to you. But if your name is Oliver, it may be rather inexpensive. I'm just kidding. I know a very rich Billy. He went back to kindergarten in his 20s. You can own the complete IN-UNF system for $599, which is a great price for what you're getting, if you ask me. I really love recommending good finds to my viewers here, and this is a good find. If you're watching this right now, it may be because you've searched for it because you've heard of these and you want to know if they're worth getting. So, I guess it's time for analysis. I'm very lucky to have had the opportunity to test these up against the Kali Audio LP6s right there. Because I love these monitors, and I got to test them right there. I A-B'd them because my UAD Apollo has 2 different speakers outs with a button, and I'm just back and forth A-B'ing, right? So here's what I can tell you. They're very directional. So they're very good for minimizing your created noise pollution as you mix the next chart-topping platinum record, or play the new Skyrim 2 when it comes out in 2067, or watch Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom on your 65-inch 4K TV whilst wishing it was an 85-inch 4K TV. But I said minimizing. It minimizes those sounds, not eliminating. While the low, mids, and highs are directional from the two monitors, the low end is always omnidirectional. All low frequencies are. So if you're in an apartment, your neighbors can still probably hear the beating heart through the walls as the evil priest Kali Ma's the dude. Disturbing the neighbors aside, how does this system sound? Because I can only use words. You can't be here to listen to it. So I'll use words. The system sounds excellent. It sounds so impressive that I sometimes can't believe that these are little 4.5-inch long excursion woofers and 4-inch optimized profile paper mid-range drivers with 1-inch textile dome tweeters. I mean, in my setup, in my room, on my desk, it sounds slightly low pass on the flat setting. Or at least it was perceived to be. The highs are rounded, but not in any way piercing, like at all. It feels like there's a slight roll-off in the highs, when compared to the other monitors at least. It's very easy listening. Nothing jabs your drums, you know? Compared to the LP6s, they are narrower and darker. But if you listen to the IN-UNFs exclusively, your ears get used to them and then they settle in nicely. But then I realized that I was just too far away from them. I have a massive old deep solid wood desk, and I had them back near the LP6s, like way in the back, probably 1.5 arms length away. And once I moved them closer, everything came into focus. So you must keep these guys at arm's length. That's where you want them. And then aim them right at your ears, right at your ear holes. This is key. It's hard to trust them at first, as with any monitors when you first set them up. But when you mix on them, the mixes end up translating exceptionally well to other systems. So it's actually kind of a magic trick. I also watched Oppenheimer on them and was really impressed at the movie theater sound that bellows out of these little black eyeballs. I did play with the dip switches to see how the EQ sounds with more highs and more lows, but I ultimately put them back to the natural setting once I moved the satellites closer to me. Because when they were closer, everything just like, oh yeah, I'm getting everything now. It's great. I listened to Harvest Moon by Neil Young over and over on these. The sound of this system playing any music reminds me of listening to a vinyl record on my parents' brand new sound system back in 1983. They called it the hi-fi. You really get transported away. It's easy to get lost in music, even if it's your own music, which is my favorite kind. There's no question that these are meant to be right in your face. Everyone has space for these guys. The pedestal woofer box package can take up to 100 pounds, so you can put any computer monitor on there with no problems, like my iMac, which is rather heavy. It's a 27-inch. All in all, this is a stellar system that is just perfect for so many people. It's loud yet discreet. It's amazing to mix on. It looks wicked. It's not too expensive. It's Kali Audio. I can easily fully recommend the Kali Audio IN-UNF system to anyone looking for the perfect small studio monitor solution that doesn't put you in debt and can easily blow away any competition in this category. If this is you, buy it. And when you first blast music through these puppies, hold on to your potatoes. Bye now. In transmission. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Watch these other videos as usual. You know the drill. Watch them so that I can get some likes and watches and stuff. Thank you. Bye now.